How have you guys been doing over the course of the last now 7 days, the last week with all of this?
So broken.
It's been tough. It's been very, very tough. Losing someone in the family is tough, especially the situation that, it happened. It's even worse. So it's been very, very heartbroken to everybody in the family.
Yeah. And the body camera footage that was released yesterday, did you guys get to see that?
Yes.
Everybody in the family did. Me personally, I watched a little bit, but it was too heartbroken for me. I couldn't go through the whole video, especially seeing your loved one get killed the way they did. It's hard. I couldn't watch it.
And so how have you guys been processing through all of this over the last week?
The family gathering and just showing one another love. Even though my dad is no longer here, we still support one another to get through this. It's word cannot describe the pain that we're going through. I can't even answer you.
And why did you agree to come and sit and speak to the media today?
Because the way, in the situation that happened to my dad, we want justice for him. Even though it happened to our family today, we don't want the same thing to happen to another family. And we want our voice to be heard.
What have police told you about what happened leading up to the moment?
Me personally, I have not talked to one of them. As far as my other family probably did, but I have no idea just by reading the news and kind of just social media. That's all I know.
There was word yesterday when the body camera footage was released, there were some rumors that he may have been homeless, that he didn't live at that apartment. Is that true?
No, my dad lived in that apartment. My dad lived in the apartment. He moved into the apartment approximately about June, so he was not homeless.
He got killed in front of his door. And that's not right. So what they didn't even give him a chance to talk to him. The first thing they see him, all you hear is gunshots. And it's hard to watch.
When was the last time you spoke to your dad?
I spoke to the day before he got killed.
He actually called my mom an hour before all of this happened. Me living in Wisconsin, he actually called about 4 o'clock. He misses his grandkid. Since my dad doesn't drive, he was gonna get the Greyhound to come and visit. Hang up the phone, hour later, that happened, but we did not get the news until about 10:30 to 11 o'clock.
And I know yesterday also one thing that was mentioned, that they were trying to figure out if he even spoke English or could understand what the police were saying. Did he speak English?
My dad did not speak English. He is very, very limited to English.
And so you think that that may have factored into how he responded?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I guess I want to know what you want people to remember most about your father. What do you want people to know about him? What's the most important thing?
My dad is a very, very loving person. Growing up, I have only one brother and one sister, so it's the 3 of us. My dad always wished to have 4 kids. So my dad always adored kids, no matter what. Even though if it's not blood or blood, he always adored kids. My dad is always very kind to other people, not just to himself or his family. He's always very, very kind. He will go out of his way and the extra mile for anybody that needs help. My dad even fought the war all the way up until we came to the United States. Even though we come to the United States, even though my dad don't drive, he still find a way to go work in and out just so that he could provide for us as a family. My dad was not a bad person. My dad is a very, very good person. The way that he go is not right and it's not fair. So we want justice for him.
You said that your dad fought in the war. Talk to me a little bit about that. What war and what did
He
he do?
fought in the war. I was pretty young, so my dad fought in the Vietnam War with the Americans.
He was a war veteran. What are you gonna miss about your dad?
Everything, everything. I can't even like tell you what it is. It's everything about my dad.
He's a loving person. Now he's gone. I just need justice, and I'm gonna do the best for him. Now I don't have no more dad. Just no, he came. No, my great kid, the grandpa go. My son always asked for grandpa. Oh, grandpa always call, ask for him, man.
Was he living alone?
Yes, in the elderly home, in the apartment complex.
He was alone.
You know, was he having difficulties or problems in the last month or so? Because a couple residents said that sometimes he would come into the community room and he sounds like a very kind, loving person, so this seems out of character from what you're saying. He would come in very angry and yelling at people in the community room or people who were getting their mail. Was he having some difficulties? Was he having dementia or something else that maybe would make him act out of character from what you know, what you grew up with, who the man that is the loving, kind to everybody, loving children person? Is there any explanation for the people why people said that maybe?
No, my dad does not have any mental issue. My dad does not have any disorder issue.
Okay.
My dad's always been a good person. Something had to trigger him for him to get angry, because he don't just get angry out of nowhere.
Was there anything else that you want the public to know, or people that will be watching this later tonight to know, as far as, moving forward from all of this?
I just don't want this to happen to anybody out there, family, dad, family, anybody out there. I don't want this to happen to them. The same thing happened to my dad. And everybody there should know that it's not right.
I want people to think before they act. Don't jump into conclusion and just assume. Because when you jump into conclusion, assume, the tragedy is gonna happen later on. I want people to understand that if you don't investigate to the bottom line and you act first, it will be very bad at the end.
Just gonna translate for the parents and the
Yeah.
others.咁我哋可能想講俾成種就包裝啦，就個戰爭咯，有理解咯，係我覺得好得。幫這個俾成包裝嚟啦，幫我哋可能也包，可能包理解咯，邊啦。都冇嘢We are the sisters of him.
nơi tôi xuyên tế nơi tôi lông chơi nơi chỉ hai lông to nơi tôi xuyên tế chắc là bây giờ mà tôi chỉ còn đau tay rồi lúc cũng nghe của chị nơi lúc bé chắc là
He is a quiet person. He doesn't have short temper. He loves all the sisters. He loves my parents. He's a kind person.
Này tôi nó sẽ rong, này tôi con, này tôi nó nhẹ rong, sẽ đỡ, này tôi nó lu mi nhỏ, lu nó chẳng cũng che, lu năng chế trong nó thiên năng qua, nó chỉ bao non đỡ ta sẽ năng qua, lu nó chẳng nhỏ.
He's a great person. He's kind. He loves all his kids. And he worked hard, even though he doesn't speak English. He always there for his kids.
Nó là to lợi.
Now that he passed away,
Mà cũng lúc xe hành,
it breaks my heart.
cũng mà xe hành, cũng chỉ tôi chân, cũng thọ kinh nhân chân, tôi cũng chơi nên tôi, cho nó cho tôi, thì nhà mình đi chơi cũng tụi nó xe rồi, vô đi nói, chắc tôi chỉ muốn cái cháu đã chỉ.
It breaks my heart. He's, as a sisters, I don't know what to do. I want people to see it. Why? And know why.
Thọ kinh nhân chân.
I want justice
Tôi cũng tụi mình nung
for my brother,
tại biết chụp mong sợ đời.
for our Hmong community.
Nung nó của chạy tôi ta kể mà xe của bác thì tôi kinh
Today my heart's broken. I cannot even help myself.
của sai đã đây đó
I look at this picture.
của chị chỗ nó chỗ mà của nó chỉ đâu mà
I feel so sad, so angry. I cannot even eat.
của chị ấy tôi này crazy nào của ấy tôi này mà xe đó là của lo của tôi nó của tôi mình của lo của ấy cái gì yêu cho
I'm heartbroken. I miss him. I love him so much.
rồi đây nó thọ cái nhân thì ba anh đã tôi khen là tôi của tôi mình nuôi tôi của chị này
Please investigate. Find justice for my brother. Please. Justice. Help. Please help.
Brian, how many siblings does the brother or does her brother have?
There are 3 sisters. So this is the older brother, and then the younger sisters. And that is the wife. That's right. The older sisters. And that's the middle sisters.
No, that's the baby brother.
This is the baby brother. Okay, so this is the baby brother, the younger brother.
So
Total he had 3 sisters and 2 brothers.
3 sisters,
3 sisters, 2 brothers.
2 brothers.
Can we get the spelling of the woman's name, which is both the sister?
Có lúc mẹ không cha nó,
của nó về hộ gia mình nè
Yami Lee đó.
cũng mà cho xong
My name is Yami Lee. I'm 66 years old. Có lúc mẹ show you Y-A-N-G.
vậy em là chị em ở đây last name cũng nhớ mình tiền tôi
I'm from Michigan. My first name is Yang, Y-A-N-G, and M-E-E, and then Lee, L-E-E. Thì Hmong Lee đó.
Yang Mi Lee.
Yang Mi Lee. Yeah, my husband's a Lee. I'm a Xiong, so I the sister, and I'm married to a husband who's a Lee. I'm from Michigan.
Wow.
haven't seen him. My heart's broken. Very sad for me and the family. What did you hide? Go your mother. For me, if I say anything, I just feel sad. Our parents passed away, and so we came here to the country. So my brother is the older one. He helped the American. He's a veteran. He's a veteran. He helped the American fight the Secret War, the Vietnam War. He has been, and when he was a soldier, he used a rifle and then he shoot and makes a lot of noise. Now he cannot even hear. He is a kind person, no short temper, love everyone. So these are my siblings. We came here without parents because of the war, and they all passed away during the war. So there's only two of us as brothers and our sisters. We love each other. I feel really sad. We escaped the war, and we see what happened in the war, and we came here, and they just killed my brother, like they killed an animal. It breaks my heart to look at that. I just feel so sad, heartbroken. And there's only me now, no brother. I don't know where else to look up to. How am I going to end my life without my brother? We are orphan because our parents passed away from the war, and he's the older. He loved everyone, all his siblings, and there's only us as orphans, and he's so kind. He loved everyone. He have a hard hearing. He won't hear a lot of people, and he live in the elderly home, and it's just heartbroken to see this happen to him.
His brother had a hard time hearing, he said?
His brother had a hard time hearing because he used to fight in the war, and then, when he shot the gun and those noises, so it's affect the way how he hear things, so he barely hear people.
So do we think that may have been a factor into how he responded with police on Saturday?
Yes, he can't hear anything. You have to speak very loud or scream at him in order for him to hear you. Other than that, he won't hear you. So he was in the process to get hearing aid because he's a really quiet person, and I work with my brother, so we are trying to apply for a hearing aid for him because he cannot hear. I knew my brother. No, he cannot hear anyone. He doesn't speak English, and then he will not know anything. And when they open the door, they just shot him. I'm heartbroken. When somebody died, regardless who you are, you will feel sad and cry. But look at my brother. They just shot him like an animal, and it just breaks my heart. Cái này hai tiền mình ăn chơi cái lính chỉnh nó
Ờ,
rồi.
nếu như chị chọn nó lụi nếu sao
Kita
con
mai
chị
tak tengok pancik kata contoh mana tu le.
You have to speak next to him, next to his ear, so he can hear you.
có tàu hai cái gen mình chỉ cái thấu có hai gen chỉ có cái tàu hai cái gen này để có hai năng trên cái
Even when you speak
hai dùng nó nè
in the Hmong language to him, he won't understand you until you speak clearly next to his ear, that he know what you're saying.
And this was all as a result of injuries from the war he fought in.
And this was Vietnam?
Yes. Because he served for the American fight for the Vietnam War, and that's how he affect his hearing.
And just to confirm, he served in the Vietnam War?
Yes, the war, the Vietnam War, the American involved, and they recruit the Hmong people to fight for them. The secret war.
Secret war.
The secret war.
Yes.
chị của tôi luôn mà của tôi kia tăng
My brother?
là sợ đâu nó
I'm the youngest of
chị cần nói là
everyone.
dân quân năng là chị mà yêu của chị của dân giao cùng trong này nhau lo của mà người gì nó
So all my sister and everyone married before me, and I'm the youngest one. I live with him. I know him.
người dân tôi năng người chị hai luôn năm đầu
He's a quiet person. He doesn't talk a lot.
cái người dân tôi năng đôi lúc tính năng nó
He's a kind person. He loves everyone. He loves his neighbors.
của trời lo tụi nó sister nó giống ngó của qua đi tụi mình nhỏ tôi gia mình tụi mình nhỏ xí nè
So even though I'm his sister, he treats me like his own kid.
tụi cháu mình nhỏ lo nhìn nó của tôi của cháu nhỏ tụi chúng nó ném mất gì lo của tôi chạy mình lúc tụi cháu nhỏ ý dạng gọi đi
So we are often, and even I marry, have my own kids. He treats everyone like his own kids because he's the older.
nó lúc nó bé tôi nó mà xã tôi chế họ kiện danh rằng
We are here to fight justice for my brother.
hai tia của tôi nó của chị ấy tôi năng thể mình ấy tôi năng dòng tia chị là hai ngôi lung tung nó
My brother's not a bad person. He's a great person. They are heaven. Telling you the truth. He's a great, great person. When I see him, he hugs me like he's my own parents, and not like my brother. And now he's dead. I feel so sad. And when I watched the video clip they shot him, I cannot even watch. I cannot watch the video. It's just like killing me. I know for sure when he came out the door, I look at him how scary he was. Because he doesn't speak English, he doesn't know what's happening. And why can't the police be patient and communicate with him? He doesn't know anything, he's old. The police is the one who had the skill. The other one who trained. And this is an elderly home. Why don't they observe, investigate? Instead, they shot him. I can't sleep. I feel pain, hurt every day. So we came all the way from Michigan. This happened to my family. It breaks my heart. I have not seen anything like this. And to kill my own brother like an animal, it just breaks my heart. Please watch the video and find justice for my brother. Find justice. Investigate what actually happening.
Chính là một cái tôi chạy là thọ cả là ba hay cả to cho ya tiền thổ nó to là nó chi ô li họ là hay nó trả là nó ô li nó cho lại là nó mà là vô trả là trời là tôi chạy đó thì li cũng bỏ cái đại video chị thổ là hay chị nó cũng cứ bỏ nó trả tiền thế à thế này giấy tôi ngày nó chỉ làm gì chị nó tư ông tôi nói chỉ chuẩn trăm
cái pháo thế nào chị phía sau thế nào
chị đi chọn mua hậu rồi chị quý sai là tua lấy
They should investigate. He's an elderly home, and he can speak English. He's deaf. He cannot hear you. And they are the police. They are trained. They have the skill set. And why don't they talk to him? When you look at the video, it looked like he about to raise his hand, but he did not hit them.
Lúc ở trong chợ này nó tới tuổi để chị đi mua nước to.
And then they kicked the door, and then he came out, and then they shot him.
Ôi trời ơi, chị hãy còn nó to rồi là chị đi, nhất là cái chuyện nó được khó hả chị, thầu số phí này chứ, vì lý trà nó gọi là phí lý trà là ngoài những cái chuyện chị đi uống vào nó.
So why don't they investigate? They call. It's an elderly home. So what makes this elderly bring a knife? Well, what happened then? They did not look anything. They just came and shot him.
Sát thọ là sợ đâu gọi là một bát chơi chuột rồi khỏi được khó phí là một sẽ thông tin cái này là phí lý trà là một.
Please look at, investigate how this happened. Why is my brother, who doesn't have short temper, really quiet, what made him bring a knife? There must be something happening on that day.
Thọ là một bát chơi tay kỹ nó là một chí.
Investigate the place, the environment.
Của tụi nó nhỏ này cái sự tình của nó nhưng mua cái khỏi là những cái của nó thọ
There has to be something happening in that environment to make him
hay
do
là
that.
cái so sự là thọ cái hành gia cho lúng tu nó
So if you the media, the press, please tell the truth. We want the truth. There are heaven, there are earth, there are God. We want the truth.
Họ lấy họ cho nó chú là lợi dụng cho cảnh gia tí giả thì là
If you're state, local, official, we want justice.
nó nói cái tôi nói cái thọ cái ba cái có số đời
We came
là một
here,
bát chơi tay nó thì
we ask you
chùa tay nó sẽ
to look, to investigate, to observe what happened, how it happened. There must be something happen in that environment for this whole thing happening.
còn tận đây là một thọ thọ môn gì
And we hope in the future it won't happen to anyone else.
thọ môn trong tận đây có cái hành động là nhau cả xe một tận đây nó mở đâu có kia
So it won't happen to anyone, one elder. It's heartbroken to see this. Even we do the same thing to anyone, it will hurt anybody. Not just only our family. If the police do this to someone else, you feel the same pain. And if we call the police to come and serve, is this how you come and serve? Just to kill? And you look at the video, he came out, he was so scary. He doesn't know what's happening, he cannot hear anyone. And they just kill him. How do you protect and serve? We cannot watch the video anymore.
Sẽ chỉ con này là video ông tí liệu cho sẽ đâu gì
Cannot watch the video clip anymore. Every time we watch it, it feels like it's killing us.
Quick question for the kids, 2 questions actually. The first question is, how many kids did your dad have?
3 of us.
There's 3 of you?
Yeah, I'm the oldest son, and I got 2 younger to the second sister, and the younger one, she's not here.
So it's you and then 2 sisters?
Yes.
Okay, so 3 kids, 1 boy, 2 girls. And then my other question for you guys, how do you think this could have been handled differently?
I think I just need justice and know how different it is. You know, like
I honestly, I think there was a Hmong cop, you know. I think if he could have spoken Hmong to my dad would at least understand, and he will follow the rule, and none of this would happen. Because my dad is very, very limited to English. He have a hard time of hearing too. And because they are so quick to jump into conclusion, they are not there to help. Me personally, I feel like they are there to kill. And that's exactly what they did. They killed my father. If they would have just be patient with me, with him, I think all of this would have handled differently. They could have just used the taser to tase him first and go from there. They didn't have to shoot him. You know, right now it's hard to say because it's already done and you know, there's no way I could bring my dad back. But there's a lot of ways that this situation could have handled differently. Like I said, if they would have just been patient with him and try to understand and try to figure out that he have a hard time hearing and he's limited to English, there has to be a way. If they could have handled that differently.
So you would say that it's safe to say that there's no reason why your father shouldn't still be here? Anything else?
Yeah, is he the only one in the family who lives in St. Paul or lives in Minnesota?
No.
Okay. But your mom lives with you in Wisconsin?
My mom is only in Wisconsin
Okay.
with me visiting to help me out with my kids.
Does she normally live in the apartment with your dad?
No, because that apartment is only under his name, and from what I understand, those elderly home, if you are not under there, you can't live there. So my mom is only in Wisconsin helping me out to watch my kids. In that apartment, my dad, it's on his own because it's under his name only.
Is there a reason that he's there and not with other family members?
Well, he's you know, he's not working anymore. You know, he have a hard time working because of the age. And, you know, since the state help him out with the elderly home, you know, he feel like he don't want to bother other people living with other people. He rather just live by himself. And since he got the apartment, why not take the opportunity and live by myself?
Does your mom live with other family members when she's back in Minnesota? then?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
so you do have a big family here in
I
town
do.
as well?
I do.
Okay, because it seemed like your family also was large and spread out and very close to come for here. Thank you.
What would you like to say to the Hmong community leaders?
I will let my aunt and my uncle, my mom speak on that.
Okay, qua hai phần mong nè. Nay hòn nay tu the kan ye the ka chi nga kia cho cheng nè. Nay sa hai a pe long lu li cha to pe Hmong community he pe cho na cho wo nya to sing Minnesota no.
我找那不要，我也想读么，读也想我那么多呢，不要我找到呢，忙着没哩，我找了呢，我呢到八成家，呢他不毛学不读呢，呢爸呢记得爸，我呢找嘛，老姑娘的爹不听没时间。我对我知道一家了，我找谁找你？你爸我，我对你都要去嘛，你找他去，你爸我你说的错，我给都是，你路你爸参加你爸我嘛，我做还到里来，我你做能到，ว่าจื้อก็แต่ดูผมก็มองพูดได้สวดจะเกลูจะเกว่าป้าไปจบห้องก็ตอนได้นอนก็ไปจบห้องชั่วโมงจะเกจงนอนเลยโดนนี่เจ้าก็ได้นอนเสือไม่รู้ตัวอยากมาเกชาวราชีเสด็จหา ba chị tê ba theo mà em ôn lại cho mình tàu nó.
I'm the sister, came all the way from Michigan, very far away. So I want the Hmong community and leader, please help my family. Please help me. It's heartbroken. I need to find justice. I need your help to find justice for my brother. We cannot speak English. We cannot hear. So I'm far, I live far away. So I need your support. Please help. May God bless the community, bless all the elders. So hopefully this won't happen to any family in the future.